What's up, my lug heads? This is Lug the Artist, and this is a channel to where it's a no reference channel, which means that we draw from our imagination and we don't use any type of reference material. So the big question here is, should I draw digitally or traditionally? So please like, subscribe, share the video, help our artists out. So what I was working on was this angel slash demon. If you've been a fan of the channel, you've seen a couple of pictures like that. So we're going to do a few more. So when I was drawing this, I was going through a bad breakup, more or less, and I had a question of whether or not the woman that I was with, whether or not she was an angel or a demon. You know how those breakups go. They could go either way. Or maybe she wasn't a demon. Maybe I was acting like a demon instead of an angel. So it's always that question that we have. So with every video that we come out with, we always go through a good part of our life. So good part and one of the best parts to my life is I'm an artist, right? I got the freedom to create my own world, characters, come up with crazy stories, draw that. That's an amazing part to my life. So that's one thing that is definitely a good part of my life. So, all right, let's get into it. This is an older video that I had, Waste Not, Want Not. So we use everything here on this channel. If it's a scratch piece of paper and we're drawing on it, we might come back to that character, use it later. But on this, I was using Adobe Illustrator for the program. And then I was using my tablet to draw digitally. So with digital drawing, as you watch me kind of go through, and I drew this on the tablet, so no reference, but drawing digitally, it does have its advantages. One of the advantages is it does allow you to zoom in on different areas that you're working on, to where if you just had a traditional pencil and paper, you wouldn't be able to do that and add more detail. Also, everything is digital, so you don't have paper copies around everywhere like how my apartment looks with artwork scattered around everywhere, just like a madman, like always. But in addition, you could create different layers to ink your artwork and also color it. So those are just a few of the examples of how drawing digitally can work out for you. But I'm not really going to focus on that because, tell you the truth, I don't draw digitally. I don't like it at all. Doesn't work for me. I tried it. That's what we do here on this channel. We try different things, see if it works. But if it doesn't, that's okay. That's part of being an artist, figuring out what lane you need to drive in. So one of the biggest things of the reasons why I don't draw digitally is because that tablet and that S Pen, when you put it on the glass, it slips. You don't get the same feeling like that paper against pencil. You have to have all your settings correct for the type of pencil that you want to use digitally. And to me, it just lacks a feeling. I need that feeling. I need to know if the lead in my 0.5 mechanical pencil, drafting pencil, if that's going against the paper just right to get that line or that edge that I need. So it didn't feel right to me. Another big reason why I don't draw digitally is because I came up with a picture, I drew it digitally, work so much longer on it than just doing pencil to paper. And something happened with my tablet and I forgot to save. So all that hard work that I did was erased and gone, and there was nothing I could do to get it back. So that broke my heart. At that point, I was like, I'm kind of done with digital drawing. But also, if something does happen to your device, you lose what you worked so hard on forever. There's no way to get it back. I at least know with pencil and paper, I got a hard copy, and God forbid, I have a fire in the house and I lose every daggone thing, that'd be the only way for me to lose it. But even then, I'm still trying to run out the house with my art portfolio that has everything that I've ever drawn in there. So that's another reason why I don't draw digitally. Also, I'm using also a lot because it's always late at night when typically I'm doing these videos because, brother got to work hard at that 9 to 5, but we fight for our time to do art. So also, depending upon your tablet or the device that you use to draw digitally, sometimes it is difficult for that tablet to keep up with how fast your mind goes and how coordinated your mind and your hand goes. So on pictures that I try to draw digitally, I will be drawing things my tablet couldn't keep up, and I will see on the tablet past strokes because it couldn't keep up with how fast I was drawing. So I'm getting like a delayed reaction on the tablet, which pretty much threw everything off when I was drawing. So as another major challenge to drawing digitally other than traditionally. And really, I kind of think it's how you were brought up as an artist on whether or not you prefer digital or traditional. So for me to say, should I draw digitally or traditionally, I'm always going to draw traditionally because I found a method that still works for me. Now, what I will use on the computer or the tablet is Clip Studio because that allows me to color my drawings, which we'll do in later videos. And I'll show you how I do that. So, like always, I don't, gotta leave you, start off with something good, gotta leave you with a tip of the day. So, for the most part, I want to mention to you that my sister and my mom didn't mention this to me, so bless their hearts. But sometimes you gotta bite the lip and suck the blood. And what that means is sometimes your truth, the world ain't ready to hear. So, even though you can say certain things to people, sometimes it's not the best timing to say certain things to express your truth and what you're saying. So I say that in reference to work because, excuse my French, but I got a smart ass mouth and that always gets me in trouble, especially when I feel like people are up to no good. So it's probably the reason why I have one of 5 million jobs that I didn't work along with being an artist. But sometimes it's just better to be quiet and not express your true opinion because at the end of the day, if you say something that's wrong, especially at work, it costs you your job and you're the person that's in a worse situation because of it, and other people have won that day and affected your life. So bite your lip suck the blood. It is all right. Sometimes, we gotta shelter our pride in order to make sure we make it through the day. So you can definitely take that with you. And then finally, in closing, I'm wrapping up this video, and I've been drawing this angel, demon, lady, my ex. I won't mention any names. Finally, I want to say to you that you bless me by seeing my artwork. In case no one ever told, that's not the case. In case you weren't told today that someone loves you, I want to say, I love you. And until next time, my luck hands, take care of yourself.